Tonight, a convicted sex predator on probation who cut off his monitoring bracelet and disappeared is back in jail.
Only on News 6, the story of how Osceola County deputies got crime results. News 6's Eric Von Aken spoke to detectives about how they go above and beyond to keep track of all sex offenders.
The Osceola County Sheriff's Office has some of the strictest rules of any agency when it comes to monitoring sex offenders and sex predators to get crime results and protect people, especially children. The idea is to keep them from reoffending, and if they're thinking about it, from disappearing. This guy who absconded, he was just walking down the side of this rural road here in St. Cloud when a deputy on patrol recognized him from a picture.
He was right about down in here.
Deputy John Stubbs was on patrol that night last month when the man he'd just been staring at on his computer screen and a bulletin blasted out to all deputies was suddenly on the side of the road, he says. Stubbs made a quick U-turn to confirm.
I recognized his face. I was 99% sure he was a absconded sex predator.
This was the predator, says Stubbs. Jonathan Allen, convicted of molesting a child, sent to prison and then put on probation for 20 years.
He had made statements that he was not going to go back to prison.
So Stubbs called for backup.
Being an area Hickory Tree and Old Hickory Tree, I believe I'm going to be out with a possible 1099 felony.
And K-9 Buddy showed up. With a ferocious bite and his sharp handler, K-9 Deputy Brady Bennett, who tells us he quickly realized the predator was lying about who he was.
At that point, whenever I grabbed his arm, he slapped my arm and shoved back against me.
Buddy preyed on the predator when he tried to run.
He bit him in the buttocks area.
Jonathan Allen was back in jail less than 24 hours after he cut off his GPS monitor, deputies say.
If they tamper with their ankle monitor, we're going to go out and we're going to find them.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Osceola County Sheriff's detectives say they're sending a message.
We got to see him, though.
With routine sex offender and predator checks.
You got your ID real fast? How's everything going?
The state requires offenders just to check in once a year at county offices.
I got to verify his address.
But these Osceola County detectives do more. They go out to the offender's house to check on them 4 times a year and predators' homes every single month.
So we want these guys to know that, we're watching them. We want them to know that if they fall out of compliance, we will be there.
Another thing that Osceola deputies check for that they're not required to is a special designation on the back of a driver's license. Sex predators and sex offenders are required to tell the DMV to put it on here. If they don't, it's a third-degree felony and possibly back to prison. In Osceola County, Eric Von Aken, News 6, getting crime results.
Very